This is how eating more can actually help you lose body fat and get lean. I'm gonna share with you the 3 reasons why this is going to work really well for the majority of you. If you're new, hey, my name is Denver and I'm a registered dietitian who specializes in fitness. We don't believe in fads here, only science. Subscribe if you want to build your fittest and healthiest body and guilt-free relationship with food. Okay, so this concept seems confusing at first because of how weight loss works. For a refresher, weight loss can only occur from a calorie deficit. To achieve a calorie deficit, you have to burn more energy than what you're eating every day. Now, this rule still applies here in this situation of eating more and losing body fat, but it's actually because these specific strategies can actually help you eat less calories overall. So we're not defying the rules of how metabolism works. We're actually just being very strategic and helping to maximize your results while still enjoying food, enjoying your life, and eating more food overall, because that's what majority of us want. Okay, so number 1 is going to be eating more protein, specifically eating a high protein diet and really prioritizing protein at every meal and snack. Now, why this works is for 2 main reasons. First off, protein is the most satiating macronutrient. This means that eating more protein is going to help you feel fuller for longer. It's going to help you feel more satisfied. It's going to help you reduce your cravings, and it's going to help you overall eat less food throughout the day. And if you look at anyone in the fitness space, anyone who has a relatively lean body, they're eating high protein. So although it's not the most fun thing to eat, like it's not a lot of fun to eat chicken breast, and chicken breast doesn't have to be the only protein source. There are a lot of fun protein sources that you can include, but eating high protein is something that you have to prioritize in order to maintain a leaner physique. I'm also going to add that part of the reason why protein helps to reduce cravings and helps to keep you satiated is because it balances your blood sugar. Protein is absolutely key in each meal so that you avoid extreme blood sugar spikes and you can have more stable levels throughout the day. So for all of you who are on TikTok girly wellness with everyone preaching that they know the secret to balancing your hormones, just keep in mind that if you are not eating a high protein diet, that is where you want to start first. Like that is one of the basic pillars of having healthy hormones, a healthy metabolism, and the body composition that you want. So let's start there before spending a buttload of money on a bunch of supplements. Okay, so the second reason why protein is going to help you lose body fat is because protein has the highest thermic effect of food. Thermic effect of food is the amount of calories that you burn simply by eating, chewing, digesting your food. So the 3 macronutrients all do this. They all have a thermic effect, but their amounts are very different. So protein definitely has the highest. The thermic effect of protein is 20 to 30%. So let's say you eat 100 calories worth of chicken breast. This means your body is only utilizing about 70 to 80 of those calories. And this is really cool because this means that if you are eating a high protein diet, that is naturally going to put you into a slight calorie deficit. If you think about it, protein is difficult to eat, like chewing on a steak, chewing on chicken, like chewing your food. Imagine what it's like for your body to also digest that. It's going to take work and it's going to take energy. So this makes a lot of sense when you think about it like that. Now compare that to the thermic effect of carbohydrates, which is only 5 to 10%, and the thermic effect of fat, which is only 0 to 3%. So when we look at the big picture of thermic effect of food, protein definitely makes the biggest dent and is why it is so helpful in losing body fat and building a lean body. The second strategy to eating more and being able to lose body fat is going to be eating more whole foods, fiber-rich foods, volume-based foods. When I say whole foods, I don't mean the whole foods that we go shopping at and the foods that are there. You can eat those foods too, but what I mean by whole foods is that they're pretty much in their natural state. Of course, cooking them is necessary too, but just the difference between eating like a sweet potato versus sweet potato chips. There's a big difference there, and eating a whole sweet potato is going to fill your stomach more. It's going to have a lot more fiber to help fill you up and to help you feel satiated for longer. And again, when you're eating something that is filling your stomach more, is going to help you feel satisfied for longer, you're more likely to have less cravings and turn to food a lot less. Now, I have to mention that if you like sweet potato chips, if you like potato chips, I don't know who doesn't. That is totally okay to include in your life. And I actually encourage my clients to include the foods that they love. If that is chips, add some chips to your sandwich. Let's just also focus on the massive amounts of volume foods that we can add to help you achieve a healthier, fitter body as well. Now, what I mean by volume foods is the foods that are low calorie, but actually take up a lot of space in your stomach. Foods like your vegetables, fruit, whole grains, even water. These are all high volume foods that don't have a ton of calories in them. I'm gonna give you 2 examples. So imagine eating like a big salad that has chicken breast in it. It has all the vegetables that you like. It might have fruit in it. That is going to fill you up a lot quicker than if you were to eat a slice of pizza for the same amount of calories. Another example is popcorn. Like if you like snacky foods, popcorn is a great high volume food because you can eat a bowl of popcorn for like 100 calories versus if you were to have chips, you can have like 5 tortilla chips, maybe for 100 calories, if not more. If you think about it, a bowl of popcorn is going to help you feel fuller, is going to help you like eat it longer versus if you were only just to have 5 chips in your hand and then like you want more a minute later. One of my favorite tips of all time is just adding more volume-based foods to what you're already eating. So if you're going out for pizza, that is totally okay. And that's something that I do most weekends and that I encourage people to do. But let's be more strategic. Let's try to fill up on a chicken salad beforehand that is going to add some more volume to your stomach. So that way, when you get to the pizza, you can actually eat a satisfying amount and you're not just inhaling it because you're so hungry at that point. That's definitely a strategy that most people love when I tell them about it. So if you decide to try it, definitely let me know in the comments what you think. Lastly, the third strategy for how eating more can lead to more fat loss is eating bigger, more balanced, consistent meals overall. This last one basically ties in the first 2 strategies. So you really want to eat balanced. So make sure your meals have a solid protein source. Aim for 30 grams of protein at least. You want to have a fiber-rich carb because carbs are not bad. You just really want to prioritize the ones that have fiber in it. And you want to add some fats in there for satiation and flavor and for sustained fullness. So you really want to make sure that you have those 3 components on your plate. Now, the next big tip is I want you to eat consistently. I see so many people skipping meals, especially now that intermittent fasting is super popular, and I see it lead to overeating constantly. This is something that I struggled with for years because I would try to eat very small meals. I would try to skip meals. I would try to go as long as possible without eating, and it would simply lead to the binging and the overeating that I would experience, usually at nights and on the weekends. Most of my clients find that once they start incorporating a decent sized breakfast filled with protein and fiber and healthy fats and it's satisfying, they find out that doing that consistently while also having lunch, dinner, some snacks, they don't think about food as much anymore. And this leads to way less cravings and it completely removes the nighttime snacking and pantry raids and feeling like a snack monster. How this leads to fat loss is because we definitely underestimate the amount of calories we consume when we go on one of these snack pantry raids, or if we're at a restaurant and we're just inhaling tortilla chips and guac and margaritas and tacos. We severely underestimate how many calories we are eating when we do that. So when you're eating bigger, more volume, high protein meals consistently throughout the day, it may feel like you're eating a lot of food and it may feel like you're eating more calories, but you're actually eating way less than if you were to restrict, and then binge 3,000 calories. So that is how that concept works. Overall, these 3 strategies, especially adding more protein and eating more consistently, is going to help maintain and build muscle, which is going to help with fat loss in the long term. When you have more muscle mass, your body is going to be more energetic. It is going to burn food a lot faster. It's going to utilize the energy from food a lot better. It's going to help balance your hormones. Muscle does so much for the body. Once you make that mental shift of like, damn, like, I gotta build muscle, I gotta preserve muscle, like this is the key, everything gets so much better because you're actually able to eat more food, you're not hangry all the time, and you start seeing results, and you end up being leaner, like you end up building a lean body versus if you were only to focus on weight loss, which leads to like a skinny fat physique and isn't health promoting in the long term. Like we all wanna be healthy and we wanna like the way that we look too, so muscle truly is the key to that. If you wanna know exactly how to lose fat and build muscle at the same time so that you can maintain a fit physique for life, I will link this video above. And if you want a personalized program to help you build a fitter, healthier body and a guilt-free relationship with food, definitely apply for coaching in the link in the description. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.